is your favorite darling Robert, and I'm here in Liberty Park. Today I'm going to be talking to our friend and yours, Pat Erhardt. Why? Because Pat is the Peep in the Peepsight for Ooctober. So like I said, we're here with Patrick Erhardt, famous actor, famous writer, famous director, good friend of mine, probably a good friend of yours. Pat, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I've moved pretty much around the country. Been in a few places like New Jersey and Delaware, but finally settled here in Inverness. My daughter's lived here for 20 years, and she begged me to come and be part of the family in Florida, and that's how I ended up in Inverness.
Well, first off, Pat, we're sorry about New Jersey, but welcome to Florida. We're glad to have you. We love talented people in Florida. Pat, how long have you been doing theater, and how many shows have you been in?
Well, if you count high school, about 60 years overall. I've been in performances that if you total up all of the times I've been on stage, it's a little over 500 times I've been on stage in various shows throughout the years.
Wow, 500 shows.
Yeah.
Pat, I'm interested to know, what was your inspiration to start the Valerie Players here in Inverness?
Well, sitting at dinner one night, I read a article in the Citrus County Chronicle from Eric Williams, who talked about how underused the Valerie Theater was, and how there should be more things going on in the Valerie Theater. Well, I sat there, and he left his email address in the article, so
Silly man.
I immediately emailed him and said, I've been in theater for years, and I'd love to kind of get with you and show you, here's a couple of ideas that we could put together. And he sent me an email right back that evening and said, can you meet with me this coming Friday at such and such a time? I said, certainly. I prepared a PowerPoint presentation about things that we could do. Went down, met with him, and as I was about a third of the way into the presentation, he stopped me and said, when can you start? And that's how initially the Valerie Players got started. They weren't the Valerie Players yet, but that was the impetus that got the thing going.
So Pat, I know you're a writer. I've seen your stuff performed. Tell us a little bit about your writing.
Well, I got interested in writing when you get to a particular age, like my age right now, you're not cast as the young romantic lead anymore. You don't get those roles. So I started writing basically because I got involved with a playwriting class, and this was when I was down in Fort Myers, and I just fell in love with it and started writing short 10-minute plays. So far I've written 13.
So Pat, I understand that right now you're working on a play about your dad?
Yeah, basically it's going to be built around the fact that he sent me handwritten letters over a period of about 10 years about things that were going on in his life and in the family's life back in Cleveland. And some of them are very funny, some of them are tragic, and I want to kind of put this together in a play that would involve just two people. One would be an onstage actor, and the second would be a voice offstage, and that voice would be my father interacting with the onstage actor as they tell the story.
Excellent, a two-person play.
Right.
It's cool.
Right.
Pat, our producer Harry, he's asking me to ask you this question. So, Pat, have you ever been typecast? And if so, what character have you played so many times?
Well, let me tell you, it has to do with a certain kind of a miser who takes place in London, and there's a lot of ghosts, and it takes place at Christmas time, and if you can't guess who it is now, his first name is Ebby, or better known as Ebenezer. and that would be Scrooge, and I played him about 8 times, I think.
So 8 times playing Ebenezer Scrooge.
Mm-hmm.
Can I borrow some money?
Oh no, you can't borrow a dime. Wait till I get converted again. And visited by some ghosts.
So, any plans on playing Ebenezer Scrooge again?
Well, yes, I've been requested to do it again at what is the name of that group again?
Oh, are you talking about Lewis and Young Entertainment?
That's the one, yes.
Yeah, they're doing a show at the old courthouse on December 15th of this year, aren't they?
Yes, they did, and they came to me with a very wonderful contract and asked me, would I play Scrooge for time number 9? And I said, oh, why the hell not?
Folks, it's been great sitting here talking with our friend and yours, Pat Erhardt,
Yay.
also known as Silent D. So,
Listen,
please.
if I can say one thing to the friends of Citrus Theater Beat, and that is, if you're a performer, just keep using your gifts. Keep giving. Keep doing what you think will bring other people joy. And that's the one thing that I would leave you with is just keep using your gifts to make people happy.
So folks, that's our Peep of the Month for October 2022. Pat Erhardt, Silent D, as we call him. Check him out on stage December 15th at the old courthouse in Scary Stories for Christmas. Thanks for being here, folks. And as always, who's your favorite darling? Robert.